Ready? What's going on, everybody? So today we thought we'd return to you in a great 2019 with a story of
how we met.
Yep. This is a pretty interesting story. We're not going to get into full detail because it would take like an hour long. We're going to keep it kind of condensed, hit the main points, but
it's actually a really cute story.
We hope y'all enjoy it too. I guess we can just jump into it.
So we met 2 days after my birthday, and we met December 22nd of 2018. No, 17. Last year was
last
18.
year. Oh, 2017, yes.
So this was 2 days after my birthday, and for my birthday wish, I said, please God, either bring me my husband or my dream career. 2 days later, I walked into his house, and I was not very communicative.
So she was coming down, her friend, they all drove down from New York, and she walked into my house, and I saw this girl walk in, so I was like, okay, as a man, introduce yourself. Walked up to her, put my hand out, said, hi, I'm Santos. Nothing. Not a peep, not a word, just nothing. I guess at that point, I didn't think anything like was weird. I was just like, all right, don't want to say hi to me, that's cool. But our best friend brought her down to my house. The day after I met her, I was told that she liked me.
Like you didn't know when I couldn't talk.
From here, the story starts.
Starts getting complicated and interesting and messy. Yeah, so after we met, it was close to Christmas, so we spent some time together. We were like just with everybody hanging out. There wasn't much communication anyway because he still made me super nervous. And what's weird is I could probably talk to a wall, but for some reason I could get no words out to speak to him, and which was so weird for me. And right before New Year's?
It was either right before or a couple days after New Year's. I had a bunch of my friends come over, and some of my best friends' friends came over, and we were just, laughing, having fun. And us two were in charge of getting all the supplies because everybody else was gone. And so we went to Walmart and get all the supplies, and we get to the toy game section.
And we're just messing around.
So we get the games that we want.
And this is the first time we were ever alone together. So it was my time to make my move.
We ended up coming across Nerf guns.
Well, we made a game for the party.
We made a game.
And we said whoever shoots each other, we had like rules and stuff of whoever shoots each other the most at the party, then they get a dare.
I won at the party. I won. I shot her the most times.
What?
She won. And she got the dare. But she didn't end up using the dare. It comes later. After that, we knew one another liked each other. And everything just started to build up because it was almost like we couldn't be together. And that's when we just started getting real snippy, real attitude with each other.
We weren't very nice to each other. Because it was like, we couldn't be together, we couldn't look at each other. Conversations between us had to be super limited. I think that frustrated us to the point where we just started being rude to each other. We just got angry all the time at each other. And so finally, we get our friend group and we decide to go to an abandoned mall in Dallas. Some of you, if you're watching from Dallas, you might know what mall we're talking about. We started just walking around and, we started exploring. For some odd reason, everybody disappeared. I was following our friend though, and then I don't even know where he went.
He disappeared. I walked off my own way, and then he followed me, and she followed him. And then I turned around, and he was gone, and it was just her.
And I didn't know he was in front of him. We were just going around.
And so it was just us two. It was like putting gasoline in a flame together. It was just things.
It was the last thing that needed to happen.
But I think it was perfect that it happened.
The first time though that we were face to face could actually fire.
Yeah, we could take shots at each other because nobody else was around. Getting snippy with each other, rude comments. And I know y'all might be like, oh wow, y'all are taking shots at each other. That's not very nice. I can't believe y'all wanted to date each other. It's just we were so intrigued by one another that it almost got annoying that we couldn't do anything. We almost kind of put it off on each other. It was oh, you're not making the move on me, or hey, you're not texting me. like, what's wrong?
And I felt like we even tried to go other ways, not do anything with each other and like respect everybody's wishes, and we just couldn't do anything about how we felt. And the more that we tried to get away from each other, the more that it would just pull us back together.
Yeah. Finally, we get to the point where we get to the mall, and I get a call from my friend, and authorities arrived. And I guess you could say we were trespassing.
Technically. Legally. So in this mall, this is an actual like abandoned mall, and it has like old mannequins, it has like the jewelry vitrines or whatever it is all over, like everything's abandoned, the ceiling's coming apart, but it's like everything's intact from the mall.
Yeah.
So we're like running through in and out of this abandoned mall,
trying to find our way out.
And it's just us. Like, we're by ourselves in this. At this point, we were already rude to each other, but now we needed each other to somehow get out of this together without being caught.
So we're running around the mall, and
I suggested that if we do get caught, to say we're fighting and we're walking around.
We're a couple. We ended up. We didn't want to fight around anybody, and so we ended up here at the mall.
We just were talking it out and walking.
She said one of her friends got out of like something bad.
A ticket this way.
Yeah,
so I was like, we gotta do this. If we do get caught, let's make a plan.
Don't do it though.
Don't do that.
It's not.
I don't know if that will actually work. I just was panicking.
Don't take our word for it.
So he was like, okay, what are we gonna fight about? And we thought of something.
We're not responsible for what happens, y'all. So we were arguing.
And I whipped back and I was like, you know, like, of course we would fight about this because you don't care about anything. You don't care about anybody.
I said, well, what if I care about you?
I said, you don't though.
Heart broke on the spot.
And I turned around.
Started walking. I was like, all right. But we ended up getting to the end of the mall, and we get out, and the last thing we had to do. This is after
they're like,
they shine their flashlights.
Saying, hey, get out. We're running.
The last thing we have to do, hop through fences.
We've already been in here for like an hour. So once we're running around the mall and everything, we got to an exit, and we had like 2 fences to go under and then 1 to go over. And so
the last fence, the end. It's like at least an 8-foot fence. It was like an 8-foot fence, and we're getting there and we're climbing over. I climb over, I climb down, and I'm like, all right, like come on. And she starts climbing, she climbs over, and as soon as she climbs up, she's climbing down and her pants get caught. I need help.
Stuck.
So I come up and I help her like take her pants off of the fence, and I help her climb down, and at the end, she's scared, so I told her to jump into my arms.
Off of
the fence. Is that bad? Okay. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. So she ended up jumping into my arms at the end, and now this is like the storybook, like looking at each other while I'm holding her, shoulda kissed her.
Carries me down, rescues me, ready for the moment. He puts me down.
Attitude.
That's when I lost it. I was like, okay.
Gasoline thrown on the flame.
So I had my dare, and I'm walking off. I'm already mad. I'm getting sassy. I'm upset that he just put me down, ruined this like Prince Charming moment. And so I'm walking, and I turn around, and I was like, do you want to know what I would have used for my dare? He was like, what, Ashley? And I turned around and I said, I dare you to kiss me and feel nothing.
And there was no way I could have done that.
But I wanted to say feel nothing because I knew he felt it, and I knew he couldn't do that.
Attitude. It was the attitude at the end. That was it. She could have just said kiss me, but she said kiss me and feel nothing with that attitude. And it worked.
It was over after that.
There's nothing that could happen after that. It was us. And now we led up to here. We hope y'all enjoy. We want to give y'all the best.
We have tons of stuff happening.
We have a bunch of stuff. We hope y'all will join us. We would love for y'all to join us, subscribe to us, be a part of our journey. And again, thank y'all for even watching. That's so amazing that y'all care and take enough time to watch. We hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and back soon.
We'll see you for the next video.